sound very good.
He doesn't like that number 2, it doesn't sound like.
Now, Vijay, is it more difficult for a taller player to hit the ball low?
I don't know. I depends how you know, how you adapt to the wind. It's harder to keep your balance when you're tall, obviously. But I followed Lee Trevino's advice from very young age. You know, into the wind, you never hit the ball hard. So that way, you, like Michael said, you know, don't create so much spin on the ball. You know, the softer you hit it, the less spin you're gonna have. So, and pretty much the same thing. Put the ball back in your stance. You know, more weight on your left side. That'll keep you from, you know, from kind of backing up and creating too much spin. So, ball back. You know, your weight goes on the left side, and just kind of nice, gentle push towards the target.
Want to give us a demonstration?
I'm not from a very windy city either, so.
Fiji.
Fiji. Now, same thing, you know, like what Michael said, ball back in your stance a little bit. And I tend to stand a little closer when it's when I want to hit the ball low. You know, that way you're more over the ball when you're hitting it, trying to hitting it low. Ball back in your stance, weight becomes on your left side a little bit. Not a very big backswing, just a nice gentle push. That's the flag we're going for, right?
How much more club will you hit when you're trying to play a knockdown shot?
Well, it depends how strong the wind is also, and you know, the firmness of the green. If it's very firm, then obviously you're gonna try to create some spin but keep the ball low. But if it's soft greens, then there's room to run the ball up. Then you take a lot lesser club and just nudge it up there. I mean, you can, like if this was the green that I'm going to play and it's a strong wind into, I'd probably move the ball way back in your stance and just nice little soft one there and let it run up to the hole. So kind of like that. So
that's pretty good. Now, what advice would you give us regular hackers? I mean, we don't have to worry about, well, I've got to keep it low, but you put some spin on it. I mean, what would be the best advice that you could give the higher handicap player?
Well, take more club. I mean, take more club and hit it easy. I mean, if you watch me, I'm going to try to hit 2 shots here, same kind of principle. Put the ball back in your stance, hands a little forward. And if I hit the ball a lot harder, you know, no matter how low you want to hit it, the ball will create a lot more spin of the club, and it's going to go high. But if you hit the same shot soft, you know, it's just going to go right through the wind. And if it goes up in the air, the ball will be coming backwards when it's landing, so you're not going to get the distance you want. So take more club and just hit it softer. That's the way to do it.
All right, well, we've seen these players demonstrate their knockdown shot. We'll see how good they are at knocking out glass when we come back.
Open your club face. I got a 60-degree here, and you open your club face as much as you can. Get the hands behind the ball. And kind of make sure that your balance is very proper. You don't kind of fall backwards when you hit it. You keep your balance, keep your weight centered, and just swing across the line. And hope it gets over.
Well, Michael, if you were facing a shot like that, explain to us how you would try to pull it off.
Very similar to Vijay. Basically, once again, open club face, open stance, and try and cut across the ball as much as I can, really. That's what I try to achieve in these sort of shots. And
you don't really have to go up on it, you know. You have to just swing through it and let the loft of the club actually get you up, you know.
And also, as Vijay said before, you know, hands behind but also low as well makes you create more of a shot.
All right, you guys are unbelievable, unbelievable. What do you think? Higher, higher. Should we go up a little bit more? Let's go. Let's make it a little bit more difficult, guys. Let's add a couple more feet.
I probably need a tee now. You know? Oh my goodness, look at that. Pause the story? What do you think? 5 wood? Wow, that's pretty high, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty high.
You can do it, mate. You can do it. There's a further back there.
Yeah.
That's 12 feet high.
Is that all?
Very impressive. All right, Michael.
Huh? I'll give it a go.
It's like playing in the bunkers at St. Andrews. you don't have such a good lie.
One more time.
Oh, come on, easy. Just get it.
Huh?
Yeah, don't even try to get it out. Oh, come on. There you go.
Yeah.
Look at that one.
Best on the ground.
Great shot. Great shot.
That was very, very impressive. You
got
both of you
anything
guys
else?
learn how to do that. Let's start with Vijay Singh. Vijay, if you can take, again, we're going to the flag about 126 yards away. Bring up several clubs and show us how you can hit different clubs the same distance.
Well, I'm going to get wedge 9, 8, and 7, so I need a caddy for this.
Oh, you've got one right back here. Just so happens he's here.
All right. Normally, this is a, what was this yardage?
126.
126 would be just a nice, smooth pitching wedge. I'm just going to hit that. Hardly any wind blowing there, so that should be a perfect distance.
And that's a pitching wedge.
Yeah, a little bit more than that. Also, we deal with the wind. If it's a lot of crosswind left to right, we'll probably try to hold it up there, so you may need an extra club or put it back in the stand and try to draw it in there, which I'm probably going to do here. Left to right wind. Little draw shot that's going to hold the wind, so that's a pretty good shot there.
Just like that.
All right. That's the pitching wedge. Now, if the wind's a little stronger, this is a 9-iron. Exact same principle, just a little softer shot. Not so much power. A little shorter backswing. You get the same result out of it. So, I could have hit a little harder than that, but I do the same thing with the 8-iron. What would you like to know now?
Well, I've seen players grip down when they're hitting more club like you are. Do you change where you grip the club when you're hitting 8-iron for this shot, for instance?
Yeah, a lot of people grip down, but I don't really do that. I just swing it a little softer. I mean, if you grip down, you can hit it a lot harder, but I just take a little bit off it. 8-iron, same thing. It depends on the wind as well. If the wind is into, then you put it back in your stance like we were showing earlier on. But this one is hardly any wind. We just put it in a normal stance and just pull it like that left. I was going for the tree there, see? So that was a pretty good shot. When it falls. Yeah, sure. Now, when you're swinging it easy, I have a big problem. You kind of rush the shot. You don't take your time. You don't complete your swing. No matter how short you swing it back, you still have to complete. You got to have a backswing and a downswing. So, and that's what I did on the first one. So, nice, slow back, and then you swing it through to the target.
Vijay, you play in a lot of pro-ams. Is the most common mistake that you see for the average golfer in this situation to come up short?
Yeah, well, you know, the problem with that is when they go to a driving range, they hit a shot, they see 9-iron going to 150. They don't really see where it lands. You know, it may land at 120 and run up to 150. So they have a 150 shot, and the ball finishes at 150. In tournament when we're playing, there's a lot of trouble in front of the green. So a 150 iron shot in the driving range is only going to go 130, and they, you know, are they in a bunker short of the green or in the water? So I think that's the big problem. They have to see when we say 150 or this is 126, we know exactly how far we're going to fly the ball. That's what the amateurs don't really have control over, how far they can fly the ball.
All right, hit one more for us.
Okay, give us a 7-iron. I'm going to do a slightly different shot. I'm going to hit this a little harder, a little higher, and I'm going to open up my stance here. Got to cross it. That's 7-iron. Could have got over the wall with that one, so. But again, same thing. This is 7-iron, same short backswing, just a nice little gentle nudge to the target. So.
That's pretty good. Distance control with 4 different clubs. He hits 126 yards. All right, Michael, let's